All right, don't let me interrupt your texting. I know you got a lot. To do. So Talia, great. Thanks for having us. This is a really cool space. I like what you've done with your workspace here. Great job. So you're the manager of it. You're like the king. You're the queen of this space. Mm-hmm. You're always the queen of every space that you interact with. I feel like, huh?
Yeah, you definitely have a dominant personality. That's
yeah.
For
You're
sure.
not a background actor. You're a main character.
Very masculine, strong energy.
Yeah, that's hot. That's what the people want to see is some masculine chicks on this.
Yeah.
That's actually what the name of the podcast is. Masculine chicks.
Wait, what is the name of the podcast?
Alphabet. It's called Dumb Bitches Podcast.
No.
We don't have a name yet. I don't know. Still
Okay.
thinking of it. I guess we could spitball some ideas. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I guess we'll see. I mean, I guess it depends where what direction you want to go, what you want to talk about in them.
Right. Yeah. So far, I've literally only interviewed dumb bitches. So I think I think that's what it's gonna be called. So I know Talia through soccer. We play soccer together. All soccer goes through Talia in Miami. If you want to play soccer, you better fucking kiss the ring. Otherwise, you're never gonna see you're never gonna see the field.
Off with his head.
In our last game, Talia was so pissed at our team. She was on my team.
Was it your team that I was mad at?
She was so mad that she switched teams and then dismembered our team so that we sucked. You're the most important person there because when you're not there, shit goes awry. If it's just guys, you need a female there to like run shit.
I feel like they don't really listen to me though, and that makes me.
But just the fact that you're there makes it.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be kind of a little more gentlemanly because you don't want to look like a jackass if there's a girl playing and you're like getting all serious and then it's like, dude, there's a fucking girl playing. Like,
but that happens like 90% of the time that I feel like people
get to.
Yeah. And sometimes I forget to like introduce myself as the host, so then they're like,
who's this
sometimes
bitch?
they'll be like, I'll be like, hey, like no, like this is how you have to do it, and then they're like, start like coming at me, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm the host of the game, and then they're like, oh shit.
But you have an authoritative way about you that it's even if you weren't in charge, I'd be like, oh, she's kind of in charge.
Yeah. It's funny, every time I go to the field, I'm like, I'm gonna be feminine, like I'm gonna be nice today, like I'm gonna be cute, like a damsel in distress.
Maybe I'll meet a guy today.
And then the second like my toe steps foot on the field, I'm like, shut the fuck up, everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like the masculine energy like rubs off on me, and it just like goes through my veins.
But it's good. You have to have that. I mean, at least I'm for the benefit of everybody playing, it helps.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like a few different types of people in the world, like women, also men. I feel like there are women who are just like very feminine, kind of damsel in distress, like not very like
like they let things happen to them.
Yeah.
Whereas you're gonna be like, no, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah, and like my mom does this thing for like businesses. It's called DISC. It's like a personality assessment, but for companies and businesses. I'm like, and it says there's like 4 personality types. There's like a D person, which is me, and I'm not sure, it could be you, which is just like very like a Donald Trump. Like that's bad, that's an extreme version,
right.
But it's like a perfect version of a D person, like direct, rude, right to the point, leader, take charge. Like when perfect way to tell if a person is a D personality is if they get mad, like you will know right away. Perfect example. When I'm mad in the game, that's it. Like right away, I'm yelling at everyone, I'm screaming, I'm pissed. Then there is an I person. Typically, you don't see I and D together. An I person is like in the office space. They're always laughing. Like they don't know what day it is. They're like happy. They're like the life of the party, but like they're not getting much done.
Right.
But they're like always in a good mood. They're always confused. Like they're kind of flaky, kind of unreliable. D people don't really like them. I have some I in me, and that's why like I don't really get things done because like I have the D, but then like part of me's I, and I'm just like, woo, let's go have fun.
Right. Part of you wants to be like the CEO, but the other part wants to be like, nah, I don't feel like coming in today.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not getting up at 6 a.m.
All of these personality things are like, I think they really apply to like just everyday life. So there's also an S. You always see D and S together. S is the opposite of a D basically. They're more work in groups. They're sensitive. They're passive aggressive. Like if they're mad, like you're not gonna know. Like they're gonna build a case against you for months. You always feel like they're a little mad at you. They're always like upset about something. Like they're always kind of making you feel guilty, but they're really soft and like gentle and kind, and they're gonna bring out like that soft side from a D.
Yeah.
Then so you probably have like these people in your life.
Right. Or you have a little bit of each little thing, but some people are more pronounced in one area.
And then there's the last one is a C, which is like kind of like a librarian,
Cunt.
like like and as much as like I want to be an S girl, because those are the girls that are like men always do things for them. They're sweet, they're cute, they're a damsel in distress. They just like let the man be dominant. Like that's just not who I am. I can fake it for like 1 or 2 dates, and then the real me just shows up.
That's gonna be the name of this podcast, Damsel in Distress. I think we found it.
I wish I was a damsel in distress, but I'm just not. You know, like I'll take charge no matter where I am.
Right. You don't need anybody to help you, and you don't really want anybody to help you.
But men like
Interesting.
I think men want it.
Yeah, because it makes us feel useful.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we have no use. If a girl doesn't need our help,
Yeah.
we're like, damn, there's really no point in me being here.
Exactly.
Let's get into your dating life. That's what the people want to hear, dude.
Dating in Miami.
Favorite sex position? Go. You feel like you're in a relationship, you're like too much for people to handle? I guess it takes a certain guy to be able to handle.
Yeah, well, so it's funny because like the kind of guy that likes me is usually a guy that's like very emotional, sweet, kind. They want to do everything for me, like, but they're also really needy, right?
Interesting.
Like,
I think you're into chicks, dude. I think we saw that. I think you need a
okay,
girl.
Men don't like to hear this, but I think it's just, this is a fact. Like, statement is a fact. Men are much more emotionally needy than women.
Interesting.
That's
hot take.
I think
Clip
that's
it.
what every woman would say, and that's what I've always felt.
But we also, maybe because we're so out of touch with our emotions,
Yes.
we don't know what that even means.
Yeah.
If someone's like, you need to be more emotionally open, I would be like, I don't know
Well,
what
I think
you
a
want me to
perfect
do.
example is typically guys, like most guys, obviously there are outliers, but most guys go from relationship to relationship because they really can't be alone, right? They need constant.
I don't know, I'm pretty good at it.
I said there are outliers, but and like maybe they're not in a relationship, but they're looking for like girls to like give them some comfort, some, you know, consoling, some love, some affection, and
Right, because we don't get that in
women will be
ourselves.
like, oh, like I'm just gonna go, like if I'm upset, I'm gonna talk to my friend, right? I'm gonna call my friend, I'm gonna tell her about my problems, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go to yoga, I'm getting my nails done.
You're not going out like looking to get laid.
Men are
That
like,
doesn't
oh,
solve
I'm
your
not feeling
problem.
good. Yeah, maybe they'll go to gym, maybe they'll do that, but really they're gonna look for like a woman to like, because I feel like men are not good at talking to their friends about things.
No, we need female energy in our lives.
Exactly.
And women can also like be like, oh, I'm taking a break from dating. That's a thing like only women can do because
Yeah.
they have that luxury of being like, nah, I'm just taking a break. Whereas guys,
Yeah.
we don't get to really choose when we take a break. Like it chooses for us when we're on a break.
I mean, yes and no. I don't know. I feel like I'm at the age where like I'm like, oh, like I want to like just have fun and do things, but then like unfortunately because of my age, I can't do that. Like if I'm gonna have fun, it's because I like the person.
Yeah, but I don't know. Girls are weird, man.
Also,
that's
I feel
the
like
other
it's
name
hard
for
to
the
compare
podcast.
in Miami because you have like so many different like
Types of
cultures
people.
here,
Mhm.
backgrounds, and everyone has like a different experience,
Different
or
trauma.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucked up in a different way. Like you think you have something figured out, and then it's like, oh, this is totally out of left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it is tough dating all these different. I don't think we were intended to be dating people from all
All
over the
different- no.
world. We were supposed to date like within our tribe of like
Yeah.
300 people,
Mhm.
and now it's opened up to 1 billion people.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Miami?
Almost 5 years.
5 years. Damn, you're like a real Miami
I'm
fucking
a Miami
chick.
girl now.
Miami girl. It is tough to leave once you get out here, and I noticed like the time kind of goes by fast. You don't even realize it because there's no seasons.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh,
No, the
everything just
years
kind of sounds the same.
Flew by.
And now you're here. And now you're an old damsel in distress.
Old. Damsel in distress. I wish I was a damsel in distress. I told you that was what I was aiming for.
Yeah, I mean maybe as you get older you'll like
No, it's
lose
fine.
that
It's just like
edge.
I think there's just like I said, like I think there's that type of girl, and then I'm the other type of girl, and I'm gonna be with a guy that's more soft and gentle and like kind and affectionate, and he's gonna like bring out that soft side.
No, you need a fucking alpha that puts you in your place. and is
I've
like,
dated
listen.
an alpha guy, like my first boyfriend, and we're never gonna work out because it's like two of the same people. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't work out. You can't be a dominant girl, want to take lead, want to take charge, make all the decisions, like, and the guy be like that also. No, the guy needs someone soft and kind and like emotional to do those things, and I need that too. Like I'm
Right.
never like. I want a guy that's gonna text me, good morning, good night, hope you have a good day, send me flowers, think of me.
You do want that.
Yeah.
So you are a girl.
I want all those things, but there's some girls that like doing that for guys, right? They're like super soft, and I'm not gonna be a girl that's gonna be like thinking of really kind, like gentle, soft things, expressing myself in a romantic like way, and like sending those texts because that's what I want in the person, you know?
Right. You want that.
Yeah,
but
and
you don't
even
want
if
to
I
give that.
tried to do that, which I have when I've dated guys that are more dominant, like it just doesn't translate to like how they want it. You know
It
what
feels
I mean?
unnatural.
Yeah, and like as much as I could try to be like, for some reason when like a girl that's just very soft and gentle, it like needs help, she like does it in such an eloquent, like nice, cute way. But when I do it, it's just like naggy and like whining. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can't.
You haven't mastered that.
That's what I'm saying.
that
Like they
skill
just
yet.
are naturally like, they just have this soft, natural like helplessness to them.
Right.
You know?
But you don't have that. I had a girl that wanted to sext one time, and I was like, yeah, cool. And then she sent me like this long paragraph sext, and I was just like, oh, like sweet. And she got all mad at me. I'm like, what? I don't know what this. I'm not gonna write you like a 50 Shades of Grey
Yeah.
novel right now. I appreciate that, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do that.
No, I think you're a D also like me, and so you're probably gonna be with like a girl a little more like soft and, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like that. I appreciate stuff, but don't do it in the hopes that I reciprocate. Like do it because you want to do it.
Yeah. Like my ex-boyfriend was an S, like what I described, and so he was great in the way that he wanted to do everything I wanted to do. He let me take charge whenever I wanted to eat, wherever I wanted to go. When I wanted to go out, he was down. He was happy to do it, you know? If I wanted to go to dinner, great. If I wanted to play soccer, great. If I wanted to go dance, great. He was happy to do everything I wanted, but he was also always like, just like a little spiteful, like all the time. Like a little angry at me, like constantly. Like that's just kind of how they are, you know what I mean?
Just like in the background,
like,
it's like
that slight like
I'm
anger
not gonna tell
and
you
resentment, yes.
what I want, but you should know
of
what
like
I
being
want.
annoyed with me. Like if I'm mad, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to curse, and then I literally will never think about it again.
Right, but some people take that personal and they hold
and
that
then
against you.
then he would hold on to things for like months that I had like the second it came out of my mouth, like I never thought about it again.
You're like a deer when they get hit by a car, like you shake it off.
Yeah, I'm just like.
You probably do a good job of like filtering out crazy, but have you been on any?
Um.
Has anybody made it past your filtering process?
I'm not gonna lie, like I barely dated the last year, like at all.
This is so exciting.
I
The two guests I've had on are like, nah, I don't really date.
I had
I'm
a
like,
few international flings, which that was one of them's crazy story. We could get into that.
Let's
maybe.
get into it.
But like, no one judged me. Okay, one guy I met. This was like I don't even know how long ago, like 6 years ago or something like that. I was in Barcelona with my friend. It was our last night. We went to a club called Apollo. It's like a very big club in Barcelona. I met this guy. We just like, you know, when you just meet someone, you have like interest, chemistry, attraction, like whatever. No English, but we and him just like vibed immediately. It was like a rock band night. It was like
you spoke his language.
No, neither of us. He spoke Spanish, and I didn't at that time.
Those are my favorite kind of dates.
I didn't really speak Spanish.
Those are my favorite interactions. With
I always
people.
joke. I joke like, sorry, my boss is messaging me.
No, please text during this.
Sorry, guys.
Please take your time.
So I think it's better when they don't understand me. I think if they understand me, they wouldn't be that happy. But
right. It's about the vibes, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, and also you kind of, if you've met enough people, you're like, all right, I know what the conversation would be. We can skip all that bullshit.
And half of it's just like the energy, you know.
Exactly.
That's like sometimes you just want to be in someone's company, cuddling. You don't want to talk for hours, right?
Yeah, and it's I think it's the perfect
but you want
relationship.
that one person. You know, we like make out or whatever. You know.
Oh shit.
It's
getting crazy now.
We end up like talking for a few weeks after that, right? Like I went to Italy to visit my mom, then I went back to New York, but he was like always really into me. Like he was just like always like, oh my God, I love you, da-da-da. Not like actually love you. He was young at the time. He was like, I don't know, 24 or whatever. He's a few years younger than me. And so
Robbing the cradle.
whatever. You know, we stopped talking at some point. I kind of forgot about him. Then every time I'd go to Europe, because I usually go every summer because my mom lives there, he would always message me. Like this was going on for like 5 years. But I had like a boyfriend or sometimes. Other times I just didn't really care. I'm like,
he would see that you were there?
Yeah, and he'd be like, oh, I'll fly to Italy or I'll fly you to Spain. Like, I want to see you. We have to meet again. Or he'd be like, I'm going to Greece. Like, well, you should come. So we would always just randomly talk here and there. But I really never, like, thought much about it because
he really couldn't understand you.
Yeah, he was. Then at one point, I broke up with my boyfriend. This was like 2 years ago. I was in Italy, and it was a summer. And I was like, I want to, like, go to the beach or something. Like, my mom lives in Florence, so there's no beach there. I was like, who do I know? I was like, oh. Let me message this guy who lives in Barcelona and see what he's up to this weekend. So I literally messaged him. I'm like, hey, I'm in Italy. I'm thinking to come to Spain this weekend. Like, are you around? He's like, oh my God, like, yes, like, please come. He's like, it was this San Juan, like, festival, San Giovanni. It's like a big holiday. It's like, okay, me and my friends are going to this festival in this, like, castle in Costa Brava. Please come. Like, we're going to this music festival. We have an Airbnb. Like, I'll pay for everything. And I'm like, perfect. I'm like super open-minded. Like I'll go with people I don't know. I love making friends. I like meeting new people. I'm like, great. Spanish people are really nice. So I fly there. He picks me up from the airport with his friends. He doesn't come the first night to the Airbnb because he had to work. So I go. I didn't really care. I go with his two friends because there was like 10 of them. I go with two friends.
He's just whoring you out to these other people.
So then he picks me up. We have a beer. He puts me in the car with them. Whatever. Immediately he texts me after I leave, like in the car with him. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. Hearts, da da da, whatever."
Is anybody speaking English at this time?
Yeah, no. His friends speak perfect English, and his English is like so.
It's getting better.
It's getting better. It's not. Like,
that's what I always
30%.
hope with people that I meet and their English isn't good. I'm like, oh, maybe in a year or so we'll get there. But it's like, it's the same as like hoping that my Spanish improves. It's like, it's probably not gonna happen.
He's also just like really shy in general, so he's not like the type to be like talking too much. But just immediately, I go to Costa Brava. I'm having the best night with his friends. We're at this like castle. We're drinking. We're partying. Whatever. His friends are so nice. Okay, I become like super close with one of the girls. We're all hanging out, and then at some point in the night, they're like, "So like, why are you here?" And I'm like, well, I don't know. It's just like in Italy, you know. I wanted to go to Spain. Paul invited me, or this person invited me, you know, like, whatever, why not?
Sounds like a perfect setup for like a Taken movie.
I know, literally. And they're like, do you like him? And I'm like, I mean, I haven't seen him in like 6 years. So I was like, I mean, obviously, like, we've, you know, kissed before, but like, I haven't seen him. I'm just gonna like see where the night goes.
Yeah.
But I honestly just came, like, I wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, whatever. We go partying, hang out. And then again, they're like, but like, we just don't really like get why you're like here with us. And I'm just like, it was just awkward. I'm with like his 20 friends. He's not there. And they keep asking me like, why are you here? And I'm like,
Damn, they really liked you a lot, huh?
and I'm like, dude, Spanish people are so open. They're like, they like everyone, they invite everyone. So I'm like, this is weird that they keep asking me. And so then all of a sudden it just goes silent. And then they're like, yeah, but like, you know he has a girlfriend, right? That he lives with.
That's not where I imagined. That's not where I thought this was going.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it was like a crazy sex party
No,
or
and
something
then
that
I
you
was
got
just
set up
like,
with.
no, I obviously did not know that. Like, how would I have known that? He didn't tell me. He offered to pay for everything. He's been sending me hearts, whatever. So then I message him. I'm like, dude,
What snitches his friends are?
I know. Well, they like were like the guys didn't really want to tell me, but then they eventually told me. I guess because like I don't know if they. I guess they wanted to know if I knew or not or whatever. I suppose those Spanish people are kind of cheaters. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's like their culture, right? It's like, yeah, let the
So
guy
then,
live.
yeah, I texted him. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm like, do you have something to tell me? He's like, yeah, but like, I knew if I told you, you wouldn't have came to Spain. I'm like, well, obviously, like,
Right.
what the fuck, dude? And he's like, I really needed to see you. Like, I've been like dreaming about seeing you for years. Like, I couldn't say no to this opportunity, whatever. So he gets there the next day, and I'm like, fuck. We go to this like this rave in the castle, and I end up like kissing him and stuff because I mean, like,
You're already there.
I'm already there. You know,
Who
it was
gives
like
a
the
shit?
vibe. It was the night.
Part of the culture.
Whatever. We have like a really fun weekend with his friends though. Like nothing crazy happened. I didn't sleep with him or anything. But we were definitely spent like
Boo.
a lot of time together.
Make it up for the podcast. Then we're fucking.
We spent so much time together this whole weekend. We were like, you know, basically acting like a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking like this man's gonna break up with his girlfriend or they're just in a bad place or something. You know, like, and because that's how he was kind of making it seem. Whatever. I leave and he's telling me like he's gonna break up with her for me and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I live in like Miami. Do not break up with her. Like you should break up with her anyway, but not for me.
Right.
He ends up flying me there again a month later from Miami for another music festival. And I was going to say no. I became best friends with one of the girls there. So I ended up staying in her apartment. He paid for the flight. I stayed in her apartment. And then I ended up going to another music festival with them all and hanging out with another guy that I had met at the prior music festival that I went with him.
You're just a little Barcelona hoe,
So
huh?
then I spent the whole festival with this other guy. And
There's definitely no Spanish guys around here you could meet for sure.
No.
You got to fly across the world.
I know,
to
that's
find-
the thing. I'm like, why can I only find guys I like in other countries? But no, he's still with his girlfriend, but I don't talk to him anymore. I'm like, dude, you gotta end that.
Damn, all the things he went through, and you guys never even fucked or anything, huh?
Well, he like keeps saying like he like his brain does not work. Like I just keep explaining to him that like first of all I'm never gonna be with him because of what he's done to her. Second of all, he keeps saying like I'll break up with her for you, and I'm like, no, you need to break up with her regardless of me. Like this poor girl, like literally. Yeah, it was a great. She was calling him the whole entire weekend, like hundreds of times. Like I don't know.
The drama you're in.
Yeah, but that was fun, like for the plot, you know.
Yeah, and a good podcast story too.
Yeah, I met a guy out, and we talked for like 2 weeks, and he kind of love bombed me, which was like my first experience with love bombing. Like when a guy love bombs me, I'm just like, yeah, this makes sense. Like,
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
why wouldn't they be
madly in
obsessed
love
with me?
Right.
Exactly, even though it's been 2 nights, you know.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. So I'm just like, yeah. And I was also feeling like the chemistry, the energy. And so we were like hung out a few times. And then he just like kind of went MIA, basically.
No pun intended.
And then I kind of was just like, I was sick and he had not called me for 2 days. And I was like,
Yeah, you're no use to him when you're sick.
Yeah, and
what
then
am
I was
gonna
like-
do? What am I gonna do? Get this girl soup? No,
I was
thanks.
like, well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, he's at least asking how I'm feeling. And then he was just like, oh, like, and then I was just like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Like, you don't never ask me how I'm doing, how I feel, whatever. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And I'm just like, after this man love bombed me for like 2 weeks, he was just like, yeah, it's fine. Like, do you want to be friends? And I'm like,
that always
no, dude. Like, I don't want to be your friend. And then, yeah, so whatever.
It does always backfire when you're like, all right, this is the line.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, cool. I was hoping you'd do it, and I don't have to do it. That's a good move that guys
know.
usually do. That they're like, I'm not gonna break up with the girl, but I'm gonna get her to break up with me, and then and then I can be like, well, you broke up with me. What do
I
you
know.
mean
I
now?
honestly think breaking up with the person is worse than getting broken up with.
Yeah, because I think it's more like definite. And it's like, oh shit, what if I messed up?
Yeah.
What if they get hotter? You know.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't go through my brain, but
It's like breaking up is like very final, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm done I'm done with you. But as a guy, you kind of always want to keep a girl like somewhat around you.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't hate you. I just don't want to like date you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I
But girls
can't
don't
do
like
that.
that
I
like
don't
middle
like
ground.
that.
Girls need to be like,
And
no.
I think this hurt me because this is like usually I only date guys, even if it's like really casual, that I know really like me, and that's what I like. I'm like, I know you really like me, I really like you, whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy did really like me, and then at some point along the way was like,
Yeah, you're like,
kinda got
what
over
was
me.
it about me that you ended up not liking?
Yeah.
What is the definition of love bombing? Because I feel like I hear that a lot, but I feel like in the beginning of meeting somebody, you're just excited to meet them. So it's like you're going to put on your best.
No, well, okay,
thing.
I think there's two things. There's love bombing. He was also Latino. So Latinos are just notorious for being like, you're beautiful, like you're sexy, like I never felt like this before. Like,
Rico Suave.
yeah, like they're just gonna tell you everything and make you feel amazing and
Ready to get
beautiful.
married
And
right there.
I want to have your babies. I want to marry you. Da, 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 like whatever you want, I'm yours. Like basically all that stuff. Where like that's just kind of how they talk. They like to like butter up
Right.
women. They like to make them feel special. They like to make them feel beautiful. That's not really like an American thing.
Yeah, that's extreme. I wouldn't do that, but I'm sure you could accuse me of love bombing because in the beginning you're just like so into a person.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I totally could see myself dating this person. But then you hang out a
Yeah.
few more times and you're like, oh yeah, they're cool, they're fine, they're good, they're cool. But like in the beginning, you are like, holy shit,
I
this
know.
person's amazing.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've always like I've never. Yeah, I mean, there's guys I stopped liking after a while, but I never was like telling them I never love bombed them, so I don't know.
Yeah, there are certain words. Maybe it gets lost in the translation from Spanish to English that I wouldn't ever like say to, even if I'm like super into her in the beginning, I wouldn't say certain things that make it seem like, okay, I'm definitely she's gonna interpret this as like, okay, I'm definitely 100% in for the long haul.
What's also interesting is like this is something girls always talk about, which I don't know if guys think about this, but sometimes a girl will go on a date, or for my example, like I was hanging out with this guy and I was like,
Can't tell if we want this pillow here or not.
I don't know.
Can't decide if I'm comfortable with it or not.
but like for this guy, for example, I was like, our chemistry was 10 out of 10 in my mind, right? Like he also expressed that many times before I expressed it. Like we just like had, you just meet someone, you have amazing chemistry,
Right.
like sexual chemistry, like kissing, hugging, touching, whatever. I thought it was 10 out of 10. He also was expressing that without me expressing it. But then obviously at some point, only after less than 2 weeks, he still calls me here and there, but not consistently, and just to basically stop hanging out with me. And I'm like, I just don't really get how I felt like we had 10 out of 10 chemistry. He seemed like he was obsessed with me chemistry wise,
Yeah.
and now he just doesn't really care to to hang out and
Wouldn't
kiss
you
or
like
whatever.
to be able to like
Be
go
like,
into
hey,
his brain and be
what
like,
happened?
exactly,
Yeah.
like rewind everything and be like, okay, at what point did this no longer
Because he
click?
was like all over me, like obsessed with me. I mean, I think either there has to be another girl in the picture. Like that's usually what happens.
Dude, I've had it before where I thought I had good chemistry with a girl, like we're seeing each other, and then like she kind of breaks it off or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably someone else, and then she's
someone
like, there
else?
isn't. And I'm like, oh, it would feel
could
better.
be lying.
It'd feel better if there
Yeah.
was. Just tell me
But
there
she
is
could
someone
be
else.
lying. She could
Right.
not want to tell you there's someone else.
Exactly.
Could be like an ex-girlfriend came into the picture. But I was talking to a girl at work, and she said she went on a date with a guy. She said they had so much fun. She felt like their chemistry was like, not sexual chemistry, but their just chemistry in general was amazing. They kissed. They went to a bar after, then another bar. Then she never heard from him again. And it's weird because it's like she felt like, oh my God, we had chemistry. Not she had chemistry. It's like they had chemistry. And
Right.
for me, I'm like, yeah, obviously I was into him, but I thought he was really into me. So I'm like, wait, it is confusing.
Like if they did post-date interviews, you're like, I know what they would say. I
Yeah.
know they had an amazing time, and it's like, at what point if you interviewed them, would they be like, nah, I'm not that into it anymore?
Yeah. So that's what bothers me the most thinking about it, because I'm like, I guess one person can feel chemistry and the other person can fake it. I don't know.
Following up after dates, I never know what the right move is. Like sometimes I'll have a date and be like, that was cool.
Yeah.
I would maybe like to do it again, but I don't want to give them the impression like, oh, that was amazing. But also you want to be like, that was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what the proper. I don't think we have it figured out yet as humans. Like we don't have a word for that. Like, hey, that was pretty cool. Would do it
Yeah.
again if you want to. If you were super into it, then let's do it again. If you weren't into it, then I totally get it. But also, it's kind of the guy's responsibility
Yeah.
after a date to follow up and be like, hey,
Agreed.
that was fun. That was something. So I don't know. I feel like lately I've just been like, hey, that was fun, and then just leaving it at that. And then then the ball's in their court.
No, I'm like, I will like literally never ask a guy to hang out, because I'm just like, if a guy likes you, like.
But that's the thing,
If you
sometimes
like a
you
girl,
do.
you obviously didn't like that girl that much. If a
Right.
guy likes you, they will ask you to hang out. Trust me, like, they will,
That's the
forever.
goal.
Did someone score? No.
Almost. Like there's so much advice out there now that it's all
Yeah, but
every,
tell
in
me
everybody's
there isn't
brains.
a girl
Like,
that you really liked and you just didn't text her again? No way.
no, I would probably. But sometimes
That's-
you want to do it in like a cool way. That's not like, hey, that was fun. When are we
Yeah,
doing
but
it again?
either way, you will follow up if you like her. Like, if a guy wants to, he will. I truly believe that.
You know what else pisses me off is when girls will like your shit online, like all the time, like your stories and stuff. Then you
Yeah.
ask them out, and they're just like, no, they're just nowhere to be. It's just like, nah. It's just like, well, then fucking, what are we doing here?
I mean, I'll like people's stories, like, in a friendly way.
Yeah, in a friendly way. But if we've like gone on a date
Okay,
or
fine,
it's like
yeah. No,
that,
then no.
and then I'm like, okay, so you
I
want to
have
go out
a really
again?
hard time, like, telling men no. For someone who's a very strong personality, I physically cannot do it.
Why you not want to
will-
hurt their feelings?
Yeah,
or?
exactly. I just
You
don't.
really think men are that emotional? That we're such emotional
I just
train
think
wrecks?
I
huh?
wouldn't want someone to just be like, hey, I just didn't really like you. Like, that would make me feel bad. And I, like, it's not like there's anything wrong with them. There could be a guy that I want to date with. He's good looking. He's nice. He's smart. He's, like, a fun person. But I just don't feel anything. But they feel so much. And I'm just like, and then they ask again and again. And I'm kind of just like, oh, maybe I'll try, like, just be like, oh, I'm busy. I'll see you. But, like, I'll let you know. And they don't get it. They just will go ask again and again and again. And I'm like, dude, like, so then I'll sometimes be like, oh, I'm kind of seeing someone, or like,
Just
I'll
make something
start
up.
have to making up a million excuses because, like,
I
I'd
had
rather
my
someone-
period for a year long.
The problem is that also, like, I read something where there's some, like, statistic that, like, you need to see a person, like, numerous times before you sometimes develop something for them. Like, there was a guy that I had worked with before, and I had seen him, like, 20 times. I didn't even know I had worked with him. So I'm, like, every day. I never thought he was cute.
He was invisible to
yeah,
you.
like, not. It wasn't even like I thought he was cute or not cute. Like, he was just
there.
Like, not one time in, like, the 8-hour day that I was there did I think of this person
Right.
at all. One time or two times we talked, and I still, like, just, like, whatever. And then one day he was, like, working out. This was at a gym, and I was like, oh, like, can I work out with you? And he's like, yeah. And then, like, literally it was just so crazy. Like, there was just, like, a switch, and I was like, this guy's kind of cute. But it was
Yeah.
crazy because I had seen him like at least 20 times at this point, and just, like, nothing.
That's where girls are totally different than guys.
Crazy.
We're just like, oh, as soon as we see a girl, we're like, oh, that girl, and then we obsess over her. And
Well, men love to idealize women also,
Right.
which is a problem. I think women don't. I don't think women do that. I think men do that to women. They, like, create this whole idea of, like, who this woman is and what she's gonna bring into their life and how she's gonna treat them. And then, like, when the woman doesn't meet their, like, idea
Godlike
of them, then they're like,
expectations.
well, what the fuck? Like, you're disappointing what I thought you were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you created this idea of me that I'm not. Like, I remember my ex was like, oh, like, I thought you were gonna be the woman to, like, help me with my dreams, like, help me figure out my, like, basically
lot of
help, like,
pressure.
support him in, like, figuring out a business and his goals and plans. And I'm like, dude, I'm figuring out my own life. What the
yeah,
fuck?
what made you
Like-
think that? How many of my successful companies made you
Yeah.
think?
And, like, I think it's like, yeah, women can support you in, like, an emotional sense and, like, be there for you, listen for you, and, yeah, maybe give you advice. But you can't expect a woman to, like,
Save you.
yes.
Yeah, she's not gonna change
Men
your whole
are
life.
like looking for women to save them.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like we watched too many Disney movies as kids.
I definitely think there is a problem with also, like, men watching porn and, like, also having, like, an idea of what relationships should look like, what sex should look like, things like that, and then it's, like, not how they imagine it because that's not real, right?
Right. I had a girl tell me had like a porn problem recently, and it, like, grossed me out. I
That's
was
so
like,
weird because, like, I just don't think women, like, have that desire or need, like, the way
Right,
men
that's
do.
what you told me. I was like, ah.
So it's, like, very strange. Like, I've just never, ever, like, if my boyfriend maybe wanted to watch it one time, I guess I would, but I've never, ever felt, like, a desire to watch porn. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a guy.
I don't
that's a
think
guy
it's, like,
thing.
good for...
It's very
human
it's
in
very
general, like,
unhealthy. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. It's tough to talk about porn without now envisioning porn in my head. Now I'm just
Sorry.
Like, I think we were probably at like 40 minutes. So,
Really? That's
yeah,
crazy.
You
It
did
went,
good.
it went by quick.
Told you, right? This is quick. So, where can people stalk you, dude? Where?
Nowhere.
They
I
can
don't want,
find her.
I don't
at,
want any information until I see it. Like, I feel like, one time I posted, like, a TikTok and people were, like, being so mean. It was, like, so stupid. Like, it was about soccer,
Yeah.
about the game. And people were being like, oh, like, what about TikTok? What about, like, just criticizing everything. But no one called me ugly. And I was like, thank
That's all that
God.
matters,
I was
yeah.
like, as long as nobody calls me ugly,
You
like,
can hate everything
we're
about
good.
me. I interviewed a model recently, and she
Great.
was saying people shit on her online for being ugly, like, all the time.
People are
get ugly.
so mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't get mad if people call you ugly. It's just
I
what
will.
happens on the internet. One girl I interviewed, she wouldn't let me say her name. I met her. She was from. I didn't even
Yeah,
release
you have
it.
to beep out my name.
Who do you think? There's
I don't
three.
know.
I got 3 viewers.
I don't know. Just for like my sanity.
No.
Put a filter on me.
That'd be funny if it was just a blurry face right here.
But like a good filter.
I just put a hotter
yeah,
face
hot
over
face
your
filter.
face.
Yeah, please.
All right, cool. Well, you can catch Talia playing soccer.
Yes, that's where
every
you can find me.
That's where you can see her, and don't fuck with her when she's in that mode. 'Cause
But it's-
that's the last time people will want to
Yeah,
fucking
like-
come near you. So
I have fought off people before. I'll just say that.
in soccer or in life?
In Brazil. 2 times I got my phone stolen, 2 times I got it back.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. Do
That's
not
all I'll
mess
have
with
to
her.
say. So,
Yeah, if you can survive Brazil,
Yeah.
you should be fine here in
Yeah.
Miami. All right, cool. Thanks for letting us use your space here. This
Of
was great.
course.
And the free coffee. That's really why I
Yes.
came.
it's over.
Like it's actually been over for a while, but